I always tell you, whenever I've been somewhere, I have
It's all in the name of fashion.
I'm Stephen Cuomo, founder and executive producer of Santa Fe Fashion Week. I produce fashion shows, I flip clothing on eBay, I produce fashion blogs, and I want to do for fashion what Anthony Bourdain did for food. So we're here at Albuquerque Studios, and the reason I brought you out here is I want to talk to you about film and fashion. And as I mentioned in a couple of vlogs ago, I used to host film and fashion industry nights, and we're actually on our way over to Deidre Michelle's DME agency for the model workshop. And film here in Albuquerque is really blowing up. Netflix recently bought Albuquerque Studios, and film and fashion has had a long history of working together. Early on, costumes were heavily influenced by the fashion industry, and the fashion industry took a lot of cues from what celebrities were wearing. And so I wanted to give you a tour before we head over to Deidre's office for the fashion workshop or the modeling workshop. So some of the studios here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So here we are at the Albuquerque Railroads, and C&M recently worked out a deal with the city to start offering training here for the film industry. There's been a lot of movies that have been filmed at this location. Okay, so last location shoot before we get over to Deidre's class over at DME Agency. So we're here at I-25 Studios, and you can tell they're very, very busy. And I've actually worked on several projects here. So Tino, what we got going on here at DME Agency?
So today we are doing a print class where models get to try and pose. They get 2 shots at posing, and I take a picture of them so they can critique it and see what they like and what they don't.
Very cool. So you and I met on the set of Offset web series.
That's right.
Joe Lonesome's project. And at the time you were studying, or you had studied film.
That's right.
And it's funny because I studied photography back in high school and college, and I've gone the route of vlogging, and you've gone into photography, and you wanted to get into more fashion photography, so I hooked you up with Deidre.
Yeah,
and it looks like that relationship's going pretty well for you.
It's going great. We've shot with several of the higher end models here, the more experienced models, and it's been getting a lot of attention. People love the pictures, so looking forward to doing more.
Well, it's cool, and I think you bring a level of professionalism that it really works, and I know Deidre works with Patrick Baldonado also, and no, I'm excited to be part of the whole thing. So.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you today.
Well, cool. Deidre, tell us what's going on at your agency today.
At the DME Talent Agency today, we actually have a super fun day packed full of a lot of training classes and a lot of opportunities. We have a model print class. We're bringing in a professional stylist and now designer, Miss Dahlia Black. I like to model coach. Because whenever you're in front of a camera, sometimes you just don't know, is your neck long enough? Is your chin out? Is your shoulder down?
You can, even if we have to count and then you go back. Okay.
And 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
So guys, so look, everybody has had some really kind of crazy style or fun, like loud outfits. Michelle's in something that you would wear every day, right? So that's why when you get in an outfit, it's called a lifestyle photo. It's something that you would comfortably be in and that you enjoy being in and you feel like you look good in on your everyday basis, yeah? This is rough. People don't know, modeling's hard. Holy crap.
I think what's going on here at DME is very helpful in that, at least when these models do go on, and I know, like I've had Richard Hallmark from Project Runway, he's shown here in New Mexico, and he's utilized some of our local models in bigger markets, New York and LA. And I go to a lot of fashion shows, and you could tell the ones that Santa Fe Fashion Week and Deidre's trained and ones that haven't trained, because you know, a lot of people think, oh, it's not that hard to walk the runway, but it's the final piece because the fashion could be great, the hair and makeup could be great, but if the model's stumbling down the runway or the confidence isn't there, it's gonna take away from the overall work.
Constantly training, yeah, so that when you get on the runway, you already know your best poses. When you get in front of the camera, you already know your best poses. As a model, you need to always be prepared. Don't just show up and be like, oh, I'm just gonna wing it. No. Whenever you get your outfit on, you need to already be finding your poses. What 2 poses am I gonna do on the end of the runway? Am I gonna switch my bag? Am I gonna flip all the way around? Am I gonna switch from one side and then to the other side? So that you don't get on the runway and do this. Yeah, and like stutter through your motions. When you get on the runway, it's, I'm here, and I'm off, yes?
New Mexico's thought of as kind of like a flyover city. You know, you got New York, LA, and of course Paris. Where do you think Albuquerque, I mean, obviously the film industry is huge here, Netflix just put Albuquerque Studios, but as far as for models that want to earn a living, what's your thoughts as far as being in Albuquerque?
I think we're developing down here. Obviously, I'm new to the industry here, but from what I've seen, it's building. There are obviously very talented models here.
So that was great. What do you think about the whole thing, Deidre and Tino?
I thought it was awesome. What did you guys think?
I loved it. It was the first time I got to shoot with Yvonne, and that was a lot of fun.
Yvonne Amberman is amazing. Wait until you guys see some of these pictures.
That's right.
Well, as I think I was on Tino earlier that Yvonne and I actually met at the gym, and she wasn't doing any modeling.
She was a model.
And she's probably one of your biggest deals.
She's one of my best models now.
Yeah, and she's easy to work with.
Nice.
Oh God, she's easy to work with. She's easy to train. She takes correction. She takes criticism. She takes technique.
Yeah.
Like she literally like absorbs it and then applies it. And now if you see some of her pictures compared to like her pictures a year ago.
And then I noticed Dahlia crossing over from modeling to now.
Yes,
what's
so
it all
Dahlia
about?
Black has a clothing line now called Obscure. And so she's actually doing, I think, design and styling.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's...
And I have to be honest with you, I walked in there and I saw her doing it, and I was like, oh, what's going on? And then Yvonne walked out, and I'm like, holy smokes.
Oh my God. Whenever Yvonne walked into that room, I was like,
Whoa.
Dahlia,
okay, you guys shoot, I'm going to do... And I literally changed the class to the lobby so that you guys could do that shoot.
Didn't realize it was supposed to happen.
It was, but I would not interrupt that kind of magic. No, that had to
And
happen.
that space has really worked out well.
Oh God, I love that space.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for letting me be a part of this.
You guys are amazing, both of you. I
And,
appreciate you.
And that's a wrap.